Well, first of all, the title was called America's Nightmare. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I start the album off talking about I'm America's nightmare, young, black, and just don't give a what. Ask me this whole government corrupt. Ever since settling, they've been dabbling in devilishment, documented evidence, read it in the testament, tamper with the transcript, try to trick the residents, order from the president, call it counterintelligent. Yeah, liberation, what I represent, this legislation got us under arrested development. You know what I'm saying? That's just I like that track. That's one of yours? That's pretty smooth. I'm going right in, you know what I mean? I'm addressing issues that we've spoken about loosely here and there about our where we stand politically, especially being an artist, artist taking responsibility of that, of being a role model, being a person who people take your word very highly. And, just giving a little bit of truth or open up a dialogue, a truthful dialogue that's about what's going on in our community as far as dealing with what's going on in Albany, what's going on with our president. We got a new president, black president. How do people feel the climate of America right now? And a lot of people feel similar. Like it's a lot of screwed up things that's going on in America right now. Albany is screwed up. You know what I mean? It's catastrophes going all across the world. Haiti just had an earthquake. Chile just had an earthquake. We still healing off of what happened in Katrina. You know what I mean? Bush left us a mess. Mm-hmm. And it's like people just still partying, you know what I mean, and getting wasted every day. So I'm like, I just figured it was a moment where I wanted to address these particular topics and open up the dialogue and see who was thinking out there. I mean, you artists that still are privileged enough to walk around your neighborhoods, then you will know that you meet regular people every day. And when you meet these regular people, they ask you real life questions. It ain't about how many chicks you saw at the club last night, how many bottles you pop, how many cars you drive. They're not asking you that. What kind of jewelry you got in the crib. They're not asking you anything like that. They don't see you in the communities helping these kids that's coming up because the kids look up to these rappers. You know what I mean? You can't deny the fact. You can no longer deny the fact that you're not a role model. I heard a song the other day where this kid was talking about, he wrote a song for Lil Wayne. It's actually on one of these websites. I won't say the name of the website. I'm sure y'all find it. You know what I mean? But he made a song for Lil Wayne, talking about free Lil Wayne. You're my Jay-Z. I'm your Kanye. But he was speaking about how Lil Wayne inspired him, and he wasn't going to never stop. He was going to always keep going hard. I thought it was pretty dope. But then, Lil Wayne has kind of like a crazy lifestyle. You know what I mean? So I think a lot more artists need to speak about real topics, and I think a lot of times that we allow the industry to run what's going on conceptually, because the people now start to look at what's going on the television as what's real. We keeping it real, but we missing some of the parts of the story. We're not giving them the whole story. It's like it's a lot of things that's going on that we're not talking about. Like if you tell a kid, get this car, you got to tell him what struggles he's going to go through to get this car. You can't just shoot somebody and think you're going to be on the streets. Like it's a lot of violence out there in our neighborhoods, and we're not being responsible enough, but we're being afflicted by it every day. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things that's going on with the people who we vote for. We got brothers that's coming home from doing them 20-year bids, and we living in a recession right now. Like when they come home from jail, what are they gonna do? They gonna have jobs, or what they gonna, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy issues that it's a lot of us, and being a big family, especially a hip hop community. Like hip hop is responsible. We make billions of dollars for the world. Like it's not just a New York thing or United States thing. But I'm like, me being in New York and me being in the United States, I bump into a lot of artists. Like just last like 2 days ago, I was at a radio station and there was like 20 different rappers in there. And I'm like, wow, like how come it's not a lot of rap tours right now? How come the only benefit shows we have is when Haiti has a earthquake? You know what I mean? The rappers could set up their own things, because what that does is allow us to now become in control of our economics. You know what I mean? I got a song on the album called America's Scheming, where I talk about how the people that's behind getting this money don't allow it to go that, like how I'm talking about where wealth creates poverty. You know what I'm saying? And you know, as long as you have poverty, you're going to have people who are going to be subject to things like drugs, violence. Jail is going to be popping because it's going to be you're now giving the play to the police or the lawmakers to say, well, it's out of control. So what we need to do to control the situation, to contain the situation, is just lock these people up until we can come up with different other realms. But you're already doing that, so it's now creating a wicked cycle. But nobody is saying anything. Russell Simmons ain't saying nothing. He was trying to tell y'all to vote, rock the vote and all that. And a couple of years ago, he was talking about the Rockefeller laws and all that. That's cool, but it's still like gang violence is crazy right now. Like our politicians is wilding right now. They leaving office. They like, yo, I'm out. Some of them going on vacations. Like, yeah, I'm out. Like, yo, what are we doing? Like, and we talking about there's no jobs, but meanwhile the Nets coming to Brooklyn, baby.
Yeah, that's what's on everybody's mind. I
don't hear what Jay-Z talking about. That's one of my favorite artists right there, but I don't hear him talking about what's going on. I understand. I see what he's doing. He making a contribution, but right now people don't even know. Like maybe people in Maryland or people in Virginia or people in Texas don't even know that it's people who've been living in them areas right there that's protesting that stadium being built.
Yeah, and they're gonna get pushed out.
They're gonna get kicked out of their cribs. You know what I mean? And this ain't like 17, 18, 20. This is 2010. Like, how you gonna push people out their crib in the sake of nation building or creating opportunities for people? And it's not just black folks. So, you know.
Yeah. Nah, you just said a lot right there, you know, and I want to give people a chance to digest, you know, maybe think it over, come up with some questions. So you mind if we go into the album and play a couple tracks?
Let's get into that. Let's get into America's Nightmare a little bit.
Where you want me to start? Just let me know. I mean, what's the single? Like, is there a single or you?
Single is the title cut, man. You know what I mean? America's Nightmare. Then you can spin that Cry Freedom. That's number 3. Featuring my RBG family, Stickman and M1. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so we're gonna start from America's Nightmare. Well, this is the album America's Nightmare Part 2, and we in here right now.